to my channel, Fat to Keto, my friends. Call me Jelly. I lost 182 pounds on a ketogenic journey. Yes, I got excited just then because I was stalled for a whole year. Yes, I lost 3 sizes during that year, but not the scale. The scale went up instead of going down. It was weird. By now, my inches are falling more and more, and the weight is finally gone all the way down, plus an extra pound. So, what do I have to say? Well, let's start off by showing you my ketones and glucose and GKI. Okay, let me do the GKI. Okay, so somehow I am managing very good on all those numbers, which is very shocking to me because that has not happened my whole entire keto journey. I was lucky to get a 0.3. I was lucky to see those low glucose. Most of the time I woke up at 120, 109, and most of the day it was in the 120s. Let's be honest. I don't know. It's like my body's finally shifted into gear after all this time and is like, well, you're healthier. Let's give you your right numbers. Let's pull your blood pressure down to like nothing. I'll insert in a minute what my blood pressure is, which is great because a month ago it was 225 over 120 something out of nowhere. But I wasn't on magnesium anymore at that time, which just reminded me I gotta take one of these in a second. I had become allergic to the one I was taking. So for 2 months I stopped magnesium and I wasn't eating vegetables. I was doing ketovore and carnivore, more like carnivore. And I was getting sick from not having magnesium. It was raising my blood sugars way, way high, like into the 200s, and it was raising my blood pressure, and it was making me feel really, really sick. Once I found these bad boys and started taking them, within 4 days, everything dropped back to normal. And I feel amazing. Like, I really feel good. This is my second time making this video. The reason is, I only made a 2-minute video. I taught super fast. I threw everything in and it was done in 2 minutes because I decided I wasn't going to put makeup on today. And I don't like filming without makeup. And then I got over it and was like, okay, I always have mascara on, except when I'm sleeping. I barely have it on right now because I've already washed the mascara off after being in the pool. So, yeah. I spent hours in the pool today. I do have a little sun going on. Okay, I have a little bit of sun going on. I don't know how well you can see it. But there was no way I was going to put makeup on. And I felt self-conscious. And then I watched the video and I was like, you know what? Even without makeup, you're looking kind of cute. The sun is kind of glowing and like, I was like, I don't look like I'm in my 40s, at least not to me. I'm not seeing any wrinkles, no age spots. I mean, I have freckles, but it's not age spots. I actually have beauty marks on my face. And yes, I do have a breakout right there, but that is from wearing those stupid masks. Everywhere on my chin, I am getting breakouts from when I wear those masks, and I'm getting really sick from them. Me and N95 mask, there's something in it I'm allergic to. Yeah, I will explain that another day. But so I was like, let's just do it. Let's make a little longer video, throw the 2-minute video out, and talk for a second. So we're gonna talk for a second. I'm actually in a really good mood today. Like, I spent hours in that pool with my kid. She spent the night here last night. And you're like, oh, she spent the night there? Well, if you're new to me, you probably don't understand. We have a house on my parents' land. We lived in my parents' house from the time she was born, and she's about 15, and almost 3.5 years ago, almost 4, I got a house on their land. She's lived with me on and off. She doesn't really like to because she has a room over there that's bigger than my master bedroom. And her room here is very small because even though it looks very pretty and it was very expensive originally, it was a $90,000 single wide trailer, but that's not what I paid for it. They misquoted me and I made them sell it to me for the price they quoted me, which was $57,000. Yeah, they lost out big time, over $40,000, but there is a law in North Carolina and it was not my fault, and they did not tell me till the end that they were looking at the wrong price. And I was shocked. I even said when they told me that, I was like, well, but everywhere else is selling it for so much more. And they're like, because we're cheaper than everyone else. Even though it's the same creators and everything, it's just a different dealership. No, they just had their invoices all wrong. So it made me happy because I had cash and I paid for it all. It's all paid off and I don't have to worry about it. But she has a tiny room here compared there. It's gigantic. So I don't argue with her. If she wants to be down there, that's where she's lived most of her life anyways, and her room is so big. Usually during the school year, she lives here, but she's lived there since COVID started. And since next year she won't be going to school, she's moved herself permanently down there right now. She'll be doing virtual academies somehow or another. The county here is debating. They have 5 days to decide, the state says. Cumberland, which is next to us, they've already decided that any parent who don't want to send their kids to school, they don't have to. They are already providing free virtual academy. Well, that's the county next to me. And if this, I'm trying to enroll her on one that you have to get in the waiting list just in case our county doesn't do it. But if our county doesn't do it, I'm going to argue a little bit and try to get her into the next county over because it's online anyways, right? I don't want her to miss out on high school. It's her freshman year, but she has no immune system. She gets the flu and she's out for 2 months. She gets a cold and she's out for 3 weeks and 3 to 4 antibiotics. I mean, this girl will run fevers into the 105s for weeks on end. She can't talk. She can't get out of bed. She's in severe pain. So this plague is not something she can get. So, we have to keep her safe. But we were in the pool today. She spent the night here and we went in the pool all day. I made her bacon for breakfast. She did go get McDonald's tonight, which was the biggest hassle in the world. They barely had anything on the list. She wanted salads. They don't have salad stuff. She wanted chicken strips. They don't have chicken strips. She wanted ice cream. They don't have ice cream. I don't agree with any of those choices except the salad. However, she has been locked up since the 1st of March, going nowhere, eating no out foods, no nothing, and she's getting really depressed so she can have McDonald's if she wants to. So I was really upset they didn't have what she wanted. But she loves coffee scene coffee, and tomorrow I'm going to go take her to get a coffee again. That makes her really happy. And the coffee scene, unlike Starbucks, the coffee scene has the sugar-free stuff. And she loves the sugar-free just as much as real sugar. She will choose sugar-free. So I will be taking her there tomorrow just to get her out of the house. I know she can't go in, but we go through the drive-thru and then we take a really long drive with the windows down, the music blasting, so she can feel a little bit alive. And it helps me because that makes me feel alive. I love to get in the car and drive, windows down, music blasting. And I'm rattling. So if you're new to my channel, I talk about my whole life, not just keto. Because there's one thing you need to know if you just are starting keto. Everything in your life will affect the scale. The amount of water you drink, you do or don't drink. The amount of sodium, your magnesium, your potassium levels, the amount of protein, your stress, your sleep, your adrenal gland, any illnesses you may have or even had in the past that is still hiding in your body, your inflammation that's inside your body, your CRP, that matters a whole lot, okay? So much you just don't even know. Everything matters, not just what goes in your mouth. It's not just about the amount of carbs you eat. It is more than that. Yes, if you're 300, 400 pounds like I was, those things don't matter so much in the beginning because you're going to start taking in less food and the carb count will just start melting it off. But there will come a point that all that other stuff will matter. This last summer I got down to 187. I was thrilled, so happy, thought I would continue down. That night I gained 7 pounds. I got down again at the end of summer to that weight, gained 7 pounds the next day. I went down on inches, built some more lean mass, went down on inches. However, the scale kept going up and up and up. I was having issues and I was very stressed, no sleep, so many things were going wrong. And then I got really sick a couple weeks ago, crazy sick, where I could eat nothing but carbs, like 200 and 300 carbs a day. And I know this is about to sound crazy, but it was just crackers and it was just potatoes. And I lost a bunch of weight during that time, even though I ate that many carbs, because I realized when I lost weight on keto, because I have polycystic ovary syndrome, my calorie intake has to matter for me on keto. It does not matter for most people, but for me, it matters. And in the beginning, I did a lower fat, lower carb, almost no carb, and lower calorie keto than most people do. And it helped me remember that's how I lost weight. I had to count everything. And I've lost so much more, so much faster, getting all the carbs off. I do 5 total carbs a day. I am getting all those carbs out of me. I'm watching my calorie intake. I'm watching my activity. I'm making sure I get my protein. I take my collagen every day. And the weight is coming off slowly but surely. Last month I lost, I think, 10 pounds, I think it says. Let me see. The month of May was 10 pounds. The month of April was 21 pounds that I lost in April. And May was 10. And so for this month, I'm at about 4 pounds or so. So all of it matters at different periods. I got about 50, well, not really 50 because I don't want to go into the 130s. So probably 40 something pounds left to lose. And it becomes a little slower, a little harder, but we are really working on that. There is a diet called very low calorie, low carb keto. So basically, you keep your calories under 800 a day. Some of y'all might be screaming that's unhealthy. This is done by doctors. You can look up the diet doctors. It's on their website. This is completely normal. If you watch My 600 Pound Life, that's the diet they put people on. Hold on one second. He knew I was making a video and he calls. And if I don't answer, it'll just keep ringing and ringing and ringing and he'll keep calling. So I have to answer. All right. But I am not doing the 800 calories right now. I'm doing 1200. With polycystic ovary syndrome, when I go over 1200, I gain weight. Also, I have been on crazy diets forever, ever since I was a kid because of the polycystic ovary syndrome. So it's perfectly healthy for me. All my numbers come back amazing. My cholesterol is amazing. My triglycerides, my vitamins, everything other than magnesium always comes back fine. So I'm not worried about nothing right now. I've been doing 1200 for a long time. When I go over, like, there's so many YouTubers who can lose weight and eat almost 2,000 calories, and they can eat the Big Macs and without, you know, not a normal Big Mac, a keto style one. They can eat the bacon eaters, and yes, I'm talking about Keto Diamond. I'm so jealous of her. I wish I lived close to her. I think me and her would be best friends in the whole world, and we can go thrift shopping together, and we could go to yard sales and go to the gym and do all kind of stuff. But she's 3 hours from me, and it's a really long drive, which I don't mind doing again. I'm gonna do again when all this, the world settles down and the virus goes away. But yes, so I'm not downing people who get to do that. I'm just jealous of you. That's all. I am totally jealous that I have to watch every bite that goes into my mouth. Plus, I have stomach issues that I think I'm finally correcting. I want to show y'all real fast what I've eaten for dinner, and then we'll discuss it. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw in my weigh-in right now, too. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm having my usual dinner. It is 2 wings, a full one, 4 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1 serving of cauliflower, and later I'll have the rest of my collagen coffee. Alright, so my weigh-in. I lost a little over half a pound. So I'm happy. It doesn't bother me that every other day I'm losing almost a half a pound. That's like 3 pounds a week. I'm good with that. I'm also doing OMAD, but not really, because OMAD means you only eat the 1 meal a day. But I am doing my collagen. I do half a scoop twice a day in a coffee, and a half a tablespoon of butter with it. So that's 50 calories for the tablespoon of butter, 35 for this. So each one is almost 100 so calories, because you know sometimes it's a little more than half a tablespoon of butter. So I'm just rounding to 100, and this breaks fast. So it's not considered OMAD because I'm drinking 2 of these a day. I drink 1 though with my dinner, and then 1 when I wake up in the morning, which is normally around 2 p.m. I drink it. I try not to drink it when I first wake up, but a lot of days, let's be honest, I wake up around 1. So it's almost when I first wake up. But I am fasting anywhere between 20 and 23 hours now. Like, that's a huge deal, because I used to, if I went over 15, I would be throwing up, shaking, nauseous, could not speak. My blood sugar would drop really low and shoot really high. But my body's healed itself. I'm not having issues now. Today, let me tell you, today I got in the pool so early that I did not eat until 6. So that was like almost a 24-hour fast for me, because I got straight in there without drinking coffee or nothing. And I was absolutely starving by the time I ate. But my daughter taught me to stand in there until after 5, and then I had to come home and cook and then wash my hair to make sure the chlorine got out. But I had a great time in the pool. You saw what I ate. I ended up not eating all the chicken. I just got really, really full. I am totally in love with cauliflower now. At least rice cauliflower with butter and salt on it. I used to hate it and almost puke. Now I love the taste of it, and it is doing nothing to my stomach. We will see if it messes with my weigh-in tomorrow or not. This will be day 2 of trying it. I used to eat the cauliflower, but I used to gain a couple of pounds every time I ate it. But I'm not sure if it was the cheese and sour cream I was sticking in it, or if it was the cauliflower itself, because, you know, I'm not doing creams, I'm not doing heavy whipping creams, sour creams, cheeses, none of that's in my diet. The only dairy in my diet is the Kerrygold butter, because I started having issues with it with heartburn. So I know I can eat broccoli, I can eat cauliflower, I can eat slaw mixed cook. I still got to see if I can eat it like a real coleslaw, and if I can have mayonnaise. And yes, I'm from the South, so it's going to be Duke mayonnaise. I don't care about those ingredients. That will be the only impure thing that I've been eating, because everything else is only seasoned with olive oil, Kerrygold butter, and Himalayan salt. That is it. Everything's natural, comes from the meat market, gets in the air fryer, or it's frozen vegetables with no added ingredients, and I cook them up. And that's how I've been eating and being able to lose all this weight steadily. So, like I said, I'm happy with that weigh-in. My food's not affecting me. Green beans might not be a keto thing, but I can eat it, and it doesn't make my weight go up or stall me. You'll hear people say, it's not a keto thing. That's not exactly true. If it keeps you in ketosis like I am, it's not hurting me. Just like the small amount of carrots that's in my coleslaw stuff. Do you see how crazy my ketone levels are and my GKI? So I'm perfectly fine with that. So this video went from being a couple of minutes long to quite long. I think I've covered everything. I did my weigh-in, I did my food. I'm about to go drink some water and eat some ice. So I eat a lot of ice lately. Don't worry, I stick that ice in the water, because if you just go crunch on ice with no water in it, it's very hard. It can break your teeth. I agree with y'all. People yelled at me for that. But I don't drink it that way. I literally stick it in water, let it sit for a few minutes until you can actually see little holes in the ice because it's really, really soft and you barely have to crunch down and it shatters everywhere. So don't worry, I'm not going to break my teeth. I break my teeth by sleeping because I clench them, especially when I'm having nightmares. I clench my teeth so bad that I have shattered all my back teeth before. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. And no, I can't use mouth guards because of my allergies and different reasons. So, anything else? I think that's it today. Turned out to be a decent video. Just, you know, my boring life, my pretty little nails. I'm in love with this. Okay, I have never had nail polish last for more than a day before. What is this, day 3 or so that they're still on? It's supposed to last for 10 days, so we'll see. It is chipping, but you got to remember I'm also in chlorine for hours on end. Let's see. I'll show you the brand in case anyone wants. It's sold at Walmart. It's $2. They come in lots of colors. I love them. I'm collecting all the colors. They're so cheap and they go on really easy. I put a white base coat on. Then I do 2 coats of the other color and then the clear one that they sell as well. So tomorrow will be another weigh-in and we will see what happens on the scale after 2 days of cauliflower. And I did work out really long in that pool and get a sunburn. So if it goes up a little, I won't freak out because usually when I get a sunburn, my weight goes up. So we will see.